I wanted to do another vlog here and talk about the saying, you can never go home again. How many people have heard that saying, you can never go home again? Have you ever really stopped to think about how true that saying really is? I mean, sometimes you really never can go home again. And I will give you an example. I spent like 30 some years in a town called Centralia. It was a small town, and there's good and bad in every town, whether it's big or small. But there were a few things about the town of Centralia that I really loved that are not anymore. And I'm reminded when I go back to the small town of Centralia that you really can never go home again. You really can never go back to the home that once was, because everything always changes. And I understand things have to change and stuff, but sometimes it's not always for the better. And I'll give you two examples. B&D Market and Peking House. B&D Market was this nice little corner store, and they had the best savings. They had bins where you could get things for 50 cents a piece. They had 25-cent bins. And these were like slightly damaged merchandise, but still usable. Maybe they were a little bit expired, but you could get things for like 25 cents, like a box of Rick's crackers for 25 cents, just because it was a little bit outdated and stuff like that, you know? So I used to love that store. I'd go over there and I'd stockpile stuff and stock the pantry, and just, you could get like 5 bags of stuff for like $10. It was awesome. Well, the last few times Rob and I went to Centralia, there ain't deals like that no more. In fact, they have damaged or outdated merchandise that they're trying to sell for regular store prices. Hello? How do you think you're going to get away with that? You can just go to a regular store and it's not outdated or damaged, and you can get it for the same price. Hello? I guess the reason why B&D Market stays in business is because they do still sell cheap tobacco products and beer products, alcohol products. But still, that wasn't what I went there for, and that store, as I know it, is totally gone. They are a rip-off store now, more than you could ever believe. And B&D Market just never used to be that way, and it's so sad going back there and not having that little gem, that little treasure that I can go down the road and go bargain hunt, because that's one of my favorite things to do. So when I go back to see my mom in Centralia, that's one thing that's not there anymore. Another thing that's not there is this restaurant that Rob and I absolutely used to love. It was called the Peking House. Well, it still is, but it sucks now. And I will tell you why. There was two on the same street. There were these two Chinese restaurants. One was called the Panda Inn, and one was the Peking House. Everybody that I knew loved the Panda so much, but Rob and I were the odd ducks, or geese, however you want to say it. We were the ones that liked the one that wasn't as popular. We loved the Peking House. The Peking House had the best almond fried chicken, the best wonton soup, the best Mongolian beef, melt in your mouth and so delicious and flavorful. Okay, so when we go to Centralia, one of the restaurants that we usually like to try to hit is the Peking House. We have a burger joint we like to go to as well when we're in town, and you know, there's a couple places, but Peking House was at the top of the list. Every time we went into town, we'd go over there for their Mongolian beef and their almond fried chicken. So we go over there today for their lunch special. I'm thinking, okay, let's go for lunch and let's get a deal, because I've been so thrifty, trying to be so thrifty lately. I'm just like, yeah, let's go do the lunch special, right? Well, they had like a lunch special that had Mongolian beef, and they had another one that had almond fried chicken, but you couldn't get them both combined. So I asked them, on one of the lunch specials, they had almond fried chicken and sweet and sour chicken. So I said to the guy, I say, could you sub Mongolian beef for your sweet and sour chicken? Because I don't happen to like sweet and sour chicken that much anyway. So I said, can you sub that for me? Oh no, that's too complicated. We can't do that. Too complicated, my ass. It's like my husband said. It's just a matter of taking a spoonful of one thing and switching it to a spoonful of another thing and putting it on the plate. How hard is that? It's not rocket science, people. Oh no, he said, that's too complicated. We can't do that. Huh? Okay, so I said, okay, you can go ahead and charge me. It doesn't have to be the special price. You can charge me full price. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. It's not on the menu. You have to pick what's on the menu. Huh? Rob said at that point, like, I lost my appetite. I'm not even interested. So at that point, I'm trying to still explain logic to this boy, and I'm like, I don't understand. Can't you do this? Can't you do this? Oh, no, cannot, no can do. It's like I was talking a different language. We were just not on the same wavelength. I'm like, how hard is it? I said, charge me a couple bucks extra if you think the beef is so much more expensive than, the sweet and sour chicken. Or do something. Oh, no, they wouldn't. This is what he pointed to me on the menu. He says you can get the lunch special, which is almond fried chicken, sweet and sour chicken, rice, and egg rolls. And you can also buy one of the dinner specials, which is Mongolian beef, and a big shitload of rice that I wasn't going to eat anyways because I'm trying to do low carb, okay? Now I realize Chinese food is not low carb, but I'm trying here. I'm not going to have a big old thing of rice, and I'm not going to pay for 2 meals when I just want one. Are you serious? You can't make it work. Are you serious? So we left. I was sorely disappointed because I've been to that restaurant so many times and I've always made substitutions. I've always got a plate that's had both Mongolian beef and almond fried chicken on it, and it's never been a problem until now. Now it's too dang complicated. Why does everybody have to make things so complicated in this world when it's so simple? Come on, figure it out. Judge Judy used to have this book called Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's what people need to do. All the morons out there. Life isn't really that complicated. You don't have to, sometimes it is, but you don't have to make it more so by saying that you can't make a substitution on a dang Chinese dinner. It's just Chinese food. It ain't rocket science. I just wanted a meal. We just want to enjoy ourselves. Are you serious? Once we with the people. And I know, it might be taking it a little bit hard, but you got to understand, there's certain places that you visit and you have, you're endearing towards your favorite hangouts, and you can't hang out at your favorite hangouts no more. It's a little bit disturbing. But every problem has a solution. So I guess that the solution is I'm going to have to find some new hangouts, explore a little bit my world, and not just stick with the same things that I knew and loved. But it's hard to make changes. Everybody knows it is hard to make changes. But the point of this vlog is you just truly can never go home again. It's never the same as when you left. It will never, ever. Things always change. So you just have to either be really bummed out or just roll with the punches and just try out new things and explore different things if your old things went all to hell. So thanks for joining me on this vlog today. I just had to get it off my chest. You know how it goes. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.